Hello guys, I welcome you all again to the new video on 0 to 1 Advanced SQL course. I hope you are enjoying this series, and in the previous video we have learned about the string functions, and the purpose of this video is to learn more important functions in SQL which we regularly use and which are used quite often to solve multiple use cases which you encounter. So let us just quickly move to the slides and to the editor and look into what all functions we have. So the very first uh, function we have is SQL database. It has many duplicate values present. Let's say the same name is coming quite often. So there are many cases in which we want to just count the number of unique values which are present in a particular column, or we just want to get the data of all the unique values or the unique characters which are present in our in that particular column in our database. So the distinct function is used in that particular cases. So look into that. We'll create let's say we'll work on the same database. Students 4 we have. Great. In this database only we'll be adding some duplicate values. We'll be adding the same I mean the student name should be similar, and we'll be adding the same value. So we'll be just changing the second name. So I'll do a insert into students 4. I'll do a first name comma second name comma marks. I'll do values, keep it as Ram. I'll give as let's say Raj. I'll give the marks as 350. Lakshman I'll give as Yadav. I'll give us 130. I'll give another name Shatrulan. Let's say, and let's say I'll keep it as Lal only, and I'll just keep the name as marks as 120. That's it. So 3 records have been updated. Let's do a select star and let us look at the updated records. And the funda which I want you guys to understand, let's say we come with a use case where we want all the unique names which we have in our class, just the unique names. So there will be using the distinct on the table. So just select distinct first name from students 4, and you can see all the unique names have been presented to us. Similarly, let's say I want to present all the unique second last names. Let's see what it gives to us. So I'll just replace first name with second, and all the unique last name have been provided to us. So this is how we'll be using the distinct keyword to get all the unique characters which are present in the column. This is very important and used in many use cases which we have seen. This is mainly used with the group by function to just count the number of unique values. So we'll be learning on the group by function, but I'll just show you guys how does that look. So select count distinct second name from students. Okay, there's bracket which is missing here. So it gives me the total count, or I mean the unique uh, value of the total number of unique last names or second name which is present in our database. So this is how which will be using the distinct function. The other is order by function. Marks of the students. Let's say we have the marks of the students and we want to sort it out either descending order or ascending order. So but first let us have a look how does our marks table looks like. So the marks column, let's say we want to sort it out in the ascending order. So we'll be using the order by function like select star from students for order by marks, and this will sort all the marks in the ascending order. So this is how we'll be using the order by function. Now let's say we want to sort the marks in descending order, so we'll just add the keyword DESC at the very last, and you can see the marks have been sorted out in the descending order. So this is the use of the order by functions. Limit function, which we use to when we want to just limit our output to a certain extent. I mean, we just want the first 5 rows or first 3 rows. uh, let's say I just want the top 3 scorers in my class, so I'll be using the limit function in that case. Just quickly move to the editor, and I want the first top 3 scorers in the exam. So I'll just use limit 3, and this will filter out the first 3 people, or the first 3 scorers, top scorers in my school. So this is how we'll be using the limit function. Next is the like function. Now we encounter many requirements where will be need to match a certain substring to a string, and we want all those characters to be displayed where the string has been matched. So the like function is used to uh, is used in these particular cases. So let us see what is the syntax. So select, and then we'll have to select the column name, where column name like, and then we'll have to provide uh, the condition. Let us move to the editor and see the code. So select, we'll first do a select star from students for, okay, in this example, let's say I want all the names which contain the letter X, all the first name which contain the letter X. So we'll do a select first name from students for, where first name like, sorry, letter X. So see, both the both the words have come up, both the string has come up which has the letter X in it, and all the names are removed. So we have got the result. We can use we can provide a word also. Let's say I have a sentence and I want to get all the sentences which have a particular word contained in that. So we can just provide where the string like, and then inside the percentage sign will be providing the word. Let's say I want all the first names which starts with letter R. So uh, I mean, if you want to get a string which starts with certain word or certain character, we can just provide that word, and then after that we'll just provide this percentage sign. So percentage sign is basically all the strings which follows that particular word. Now let's say we want to get all these strings which ends in n, and which ends in n. So for that case, I think you guys might have got an idea by now. So here goes the result. So we have Lakshman and Satrughan which is ending in the letter N. So that completely makes sense also. So this is how we'll be using the like function. Let us look at the other important functions. Offset. So offset is used when we want to retrieve a range of records. It is used generally with the order by clause, and it is very much necessary. So let's say we want to get few rows, leaving leaving the first few rows, and then we want the rest of the result. To you guys on the offset and the fetch function, will be very much easy. So you can see this blog from geeks. For geeks, we have the select column name from table, where we'll have to provide the condition. That is not necessary, and we'll have to provide the order by column. That is pretty much necessary in this case on the offset. And then offset and the number of rows which we want to skip, then we'll have to provide the rows. Let's say this, we have this particular data, and then we'll have to give the select f name, l name, from employee, order by salary. This is the order by clause is mandatory in this particular case. Then we want to get all the data except the first row, so we'll tell offset one rows. Now let's say we want to remove the very first row, and then we just want the next 5 rows from row number 2 to 6. So in that case we'll be using the fetch command. So offset rows to skip and fetch next that particular rows only. So here in the case you could see offset 2 rows and fetch next 4 rows only. So this is how we'll be using the fetch and the offset function in MySQL, and these are very much necessary. So it comes with a lot of practice. So I would request you to go through all these blogs also after visiting my channel, and practice a lot of questions on the websites. So that's it from my side in this video, and looking forward to meet you in the next video. Thank you.